Hi, this is Pastor Harley Wheeler with the Broadway Church. I'm reading out of Mark chapter 60, and it is in verses 30 and 31. The disciples have been out doing as Jesus did, healing the sick and preaching the gospel. So it says in verse 30, the apostles returned to Jesus and told him all that they had done and that they had taught. And he said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest a while." For many were coming and going, and they had no leisure even to eat. Now, I suppose we could call that a self-care verse. So many good things are coming out of the disciples' life. Everybody wants to be around them and around Jesus. So many people are coming and going, there's not time to sit down and eat. And Jesus says, well, no, there is obviously so much ministry to do, so much to happen, but we're going to stop for a little while, and we are going to be by ourselves in a quiet place and rest a while. This being Monday, you may be heading out to a week in which you ever have those weeks you feel doomed, like there's not going to be any rest, there's not going to be any quiet. There'll be very few pleasant moments because there is so much going on. Now, sometimes we can't prevent going through a week like that. But Jesus desires us also to know rest. It's one of the great mysteries. He comes to save a world, and there is so much to do. There's always one more thing that ought to be done, one more heart that needs to be touched, one more person to show compassion, but also Jesus. Well, he gives us balance and says there must be a time to rest. But also that balance is a Sabbath kind of a balance, saying you can set this in my hands and it'll be okay. When the Lord promised the Sabbath rest to the people of Israel, he said, you shall keep my Sabbaths, indeed saying this is going to happen. He said blessing would follow that. In a world where we think we have to keep going and keep going to succeed, to even to keep the wolf from the door, Jesus says, I have this in hand. You can go to bed tonight hearing God saying, I'm taking care of things. You can rise with hope. So be blessed today. Amen.